4.9 trillion in ETF and stock options expire today, bigger than the entire crypto market. In March, that expiration triggered a 13% Bitcoin crash. In June, it led to weeks of chop under 100,000. Now, here we are again, and volatility is almost certainly guaranteed. But this time, there is a twist. Bitcoin itself, okay, is illiquid supply has just hit a new record of 14.3 million Bitcoin. Whales and sharks are absorbing nearly 300% of the yearly minted supply, draining exchanges at historic speed. So the battle lines are drawn: short term expiry chaos versus long term supply shock. The only question is, will you print or are you going to get liquidated? Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you like what you see, make sure you give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day. We're crypto maniacs. All right, let's get right into it. This chart I held on because it's a very, very important chart. Oh, man, today, 4.9 trillion ETF and stock options expiry is the largest of the year. Historically, these expiries bring heavy turbulence. In March, Bitcoin dumped 13% right after it. June, a month of sideways chop under 100,000. With this much leverage unwinding, volatility is inevitable. Large players will reposition and crypto will feel the shock waves. Now, just remember, this is just the beginning. But now, on the other side of the battlefield, Bitcoin's illiquid supply is at an all-time high. I'm going to take you over to the chart so you can see it for yourself right here. 14.3 million Bitcoin. That's over 72% of the total circulating supply, locked up by holders who haven't sold in years. Whales and sharks are now absorbing nearly 300% of the yearly minted supply. It's the fastest pace in Bitcoin history. Exchange balances are draining, and institutional reserves and ETFs now hold over 2.88 million Bitcoin. That's up 30% this year alone. So in plain English, every dip is being bought by the whales and the sharks. Expiry volatility may hit the short term, but structurally, supply is actually disappearing. So that means only one thing long term for Bitcoin: much, much higher. All right, since now we got that big forest that we're looking at. Now we're going to get into the trees. Now, as we said, overall, there's going to be a supply shock. It's already happening because the ETF now holds over 2.88 million Bitcoin, up 30% this year alone. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to still continue to accumulate as BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street actually sell to their clients. There's only one direction. And we're going to guide you through it. So make sure, again, I'm not going to hit it too hard today. I know some people say, Tom, lay off the Telegram. But I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about the Telegram community. I can't help myself. I'm thinking you should get into it. Absolutely free. And we got some trades set up. And we got a lot of cool stuff happening in there. But let's get into the short-term chart. Let's talk about this chart right here. July 19, 2025. We made the all-time new high in Bitcoin, and we said in order for this rally to continue, we can't close below 115.7. And we did. We dropped down. And is the marketplace going to respect this price point? Not entirely yet. As I said yesterday, we had a breakout at 118, like say 118.3 to 118.5. The big boys were able to defend the line. They were able to defend it. They are starting to get down into levels where they're going to want to accumulate. Now, we're going to have a lot of volatility today. They're probably waiting for that to happen as well. But I can assure you by just looking in my mind's eye, I know that the big traders and the whales are looking to buy. And I just gave you the reasons why. Okay, they're absorbing 300% of the yearly minted supply is gone. And it's the fastest pace in Bitcoin history. So it's going to continue. Of course, short-term volatility is short-term volatility. But as we look at this chart, 115.7 really won't really be respected that much. It will, again, bounce around. And we're going to get into the 2-hour chart and talk about it. But really, right now, the main line or the short-term support is the 109 buy area. That's still a good buy area. Okay, now, so we're going to have volatility, so we just got to be strapped in and prepared for it. All right, so let's go on over to our infamous 2-hour chart, and let's do some chart work right here. Okay. So we had the level of 117.3 that we broke up above. I told you yesterday we should, if we got above 118, say 3, 118.5, it was going to be blue skies to 120. Market has not been able to do it. It's still in play. Since we broke down below the 117.5, what are we looking at? We're looking at the first area of support to be right around 115.7, that level that I just talked about. Now, if it breaks that level, there's a longer term trend line on a very, very short term chart sitting right at 115 even. Okay. Now, this is an important critical price short term for the market to hold. If it does break this, we're punching back down right to that 112 area, 113. Okay, so that's a very, very important area to hold in the short term. We could see XRP failed as well. There are a couple of coins that failed. We got actually a setup in AXL, and we're going to show you that in a second. But XRP is holding tight right now at 302. The psychological level of 3 must hold, or else we could dip back down to 295 again. So people, the XRP army is going to have a little bit of a hard time. Now I'm getting off course. I just my eyes just went over and I saw XRP, so I said, "Oh, look at XRP back down at 302." But anyway, as it stands right now, Bitcoin. Right now, it needs to really short term needs to hold the 115. If not, we could dip down to like 113.6. If that breaks, you're looking at the main target of like 111,209. I was very exuberant yesterday. Today, the market's cooling off, and Bitcoin loves to fool you. So we can see overall Bitcoin is breaking out. It's breaking out hard. If we look at this chart, we could see a perfect entry right here was a setup. Marketplace broke out upward. We're still in a breakout that's actually continuing. However, we need to get above that 118.5, 118.3, 118.5. Okay, give it a little skid. Really, if a gun to my head, I'd say 118.5. It's got to get above 118.5. Then it's like blue skies to 120. Now, we could get some more consolidation crunch. So we just got to be very, very prepared for that. Okay, so every bullish crossover like that we see has sparked a rally. Okay, this time is no different. We can't ignore the noise. The setup is here. Legends dream of. If you know the script, you're going to know who to follow, and it's definitely us. I mean, we're on this stuff. So make sure you follow us on X. But as I was saying earlier, Bitcoin does love to trick you. Okay, and I'm going to take you over a chart. I'm going to show you how many times this coin loves to do this, loves to play this game. If we look at back down here, June, okay, marketplace actually spiked down, okay, came up, was a lower high, spiked down again, created a lower low. Actually, this was the breakdown, okay, because you have the low, you got a lower high, you have this one down. Market structure would say if this level broke, it was heading down towards this level of 93. But as you can see, it was a complete reversal up. Once it took this top out and closed 2 candles above, okay, and it took out this top, then it was on for the next rally higher. Okay, that was the first rally. Then again, came down below the neckline, came up, created a new higher high. So we got, a high, we got a low, we got a higher high, we got right here is actually a higher low. Then we got the deeper low again. This really truly wouldn't have been a breakdown. It would have been another, move leg potentially down, but not a reversal. it would have taken us down to 102. It didn't happen. And again, the marketplace is now breaking back out above. So this was a total fake out right now. However, that level is important. The 107.1 has been important. So right now, what we're looking at, we're slowly breaking up through this peak. Really, it's going to be up in here that actually gives us the most problem, like the 120, before we can actually take out the 120, what was it, 124.5. So that would be the level, right now, this is the level. 113.3 has to hold, or else we could threaten this level here. But really, this has been a fake out so far. So again, above that 118.5, and it's going to be some blue skies. So we could see on the weekly chart that there is bullish divergence. Okay, I want to take you over to the weekly. You could see it right here for yourself. Hidden divergence is flashing. Price makes higher lows. Oscillator makes lower lows. History shows what comes next. It's going to be an explosive continuation. The upside is going to be inevitable. I just told you why. I gave you the macro why. Everybody is hoarding Bitcoin. So the whales are going to buy every dip in sight, in my opinion. Okay. So as it stands right now, let's move on over to Ethereum. I'm going to take you over to WEX, the broker of our choice, where we showcase our trades. Don't forget the link below, and we got BTCC, another awesome broker that's offering a $500 bonus if you sign up under us. So hang on a second. Let's get over to good old WEX, where we showcase our trades. Here you go, total transparency. We got some trades running. We got AXL. I'm going to show you that trade setup that's running right now that we posted in the Telegram community. Ethereum, we've held this position for quite a while. So if you've been following us, you know that we've had entry price of 4,348. Right now, ROI is 82.71. We got H bar long at 2344. Right now, we're up about 56.9. So again, get in the free group, man. Get in the free group. We'll give you some good setups there, All right, so let's move on over to good old Ethereum. We know that Ethereum is banging into the rooftops here, and we haven't even really gotten a full retrace down that, you could say, okay, we got a good retrace. It's basically just hovering up near the top. The level to get over is 4,800. It has been so quiet. And when markets get quiet like this, they're going to either do one or two things. They're going to go either direction, and we're thinking Ethereum is going to sprint upward. It's hitting up against the breakout levels. It's still battling, the 4,600, caught between ETF demand and option expiry spillover. But really, if you look, Ethereum itself, it gave us the roadmap. You can check this out right here. You can see this chart. 2021 versus 2025. Ethereum is repeating history. 2021 gave us the pattern. 2025 gives us the chance. The retest is going to be for legends. You can't be shaken out. Ethereum's another one that we're looking. It's going to, hit 15,000 in the long run. Of course, short-term target 5,800, 6,000, then a possible retrace. But right now, as it stands, Ethereum support 4,000. Lower support, 3,700. Really, breakout, 4,850. Target, 5,700. Retrace, 4,300. Breakout again, 6,000. Okay, that's what we're seeing. All right, so Ethereum isn't done, really. It's just arming the next run. So I'm going to take you over to the good old Ethereum rainbow chart. When Ethereum's in the blue zone, it's the steal zone. When it's in the green, it's the accumulation phase. When it's in the red, take profits. And red's up in here, 9,000, 12,005. Okay. Now, whales don't chase tops. They build positions quietly. And that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing the whales build positions very, very quietly. So right now, Ethereum is where history shows fortunes are made if you accumulate the coin at the right prices. And again, Telegram room will help you through it. Okay. So right now, ignore the rainbow at your own risk. This is the only rainbow chart that I like. I love this rainbow chart. Actually, also the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Maybe I'll even show you that in a second. But right now, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, let's check out Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance right now, you could see it broke the trend line. It's now 57.86. Yesterday it was 58.14. So Bitcoin dominance has cooled off, which is good for altcoins. Okay, altcoins are heating up. Names like Avantis, Astar, STBL are putting up triple-digit gains, showing appetite for risk is alive. Now I'm going to take you over to our AXL swing trade that we have posted for the group, and we got them in this yesterday. It's up slightly right now, but we called the levels for them. We told them where to get in and really where, profit levels. We'll be actually looking to take profits. We got profits all the way up to 98. So again, make sure you get in the free group, man. It's well worth it for you. So Bitcoin dominance is actually showing that altcoins are about to explode. So again, this is our AXL trade that we got running right now. If I take you over to this chart, you could see this, okay? The final shakeout, weak hands get destroyed in step one, okay? Bitcoin cools, liquidity rotates. Altcoins go vertical. The cycle is repeated since 2017. Bitcoin holds above 115 post expiry, and we could see the rotation into altcoins accelerate very, very quickly. So this is the start of the next alt season wave. We could see it right here. All right, before I wrap up, I've been alluding to our free group. I'm going to take you over, show you exactly where you can get involved. You click this link right there, you'll be taken over to the Telegram trading community, and you'll get actually super alpha and short-term trade setups, swing trade setups. Everything that you can want is like all in this room, guided to you by our top traders. Okay, guided by our top traders. Okay, so we drop insane alpha and trading opportunities daily in that room. Breakout setups, long-term gems. We got you covered. And listen, look. If you've been watching the recent trades that we set up for you, okay, if we take you out over to our trade right here, this is a great trade setup, okay? If you've been watching our recent trades we shared, you've seen the profits speak for themselves. I showed you yesterday all the little trophies, right? I don't want to do it again. It looks like, I don't know. Some people don't like it, but really, they speak for themselves. Clean setups, real execution, really low stop losses. The best part is you literally can copy the trades. Okay, you can copy them. So join the free Telegram group via the link, and you get access to our trades live setups. Now, to make things even smoother, we offer two of the best exchanges out there. WeX, right, which I always showcase. That's where we showcase our trades, and I'm taking over to WeX right here. We showcase our trades here, but also in the description, you could see that we got a link right to BTCC, $500 US dollar giveaway. Nice little bonus for you. Now, this is a great exchange, and they're giving $500 for new users, easy to use, packed with features, fully trusted by a team. So you got two brokers to choose from. Take your pick. Okay, take your pick. So if you're ready to step into our world of high performance, click the links below, join the Telegram group, grab the bonuses, and let's take your trades to the next level. Now, one final chart where we talk about altcoin dominance is about to flash a golden cross right here on this chart. It's about to flash a golden cross. When history sends this signal, it ends one way. Alt season, pop the champagne, get ready. So we have a question for you. Which altcoins are you loading up at? You might want to look at HBAR. You might want to join our AXL trade. You might want to do it. You might not want to do it. So here's the setup, right? And here's the wrap up, okay? Short-term volatility from today's massive options expiry could whip the market around, but don't get shaken out, okay? Make sure you're in there with a steady hand. Make sure you quickly join the group, man, and we'll help guide you through it, okay? But long-term supply absorption by whales, long-term supply absorption by whales, okay, is is basically creating a powder keg of scarcity. I like that. A powder keg of scarcity is right here. So the clash of these two forces will define Bitcoin's next move. It's going to be chaos in the beginning. It is going to be chaos, but there is going to be a breakout that occurs, and you got to just watch the levels that we give you. All right, so stay sharp, stay disciplined. Remember, volatility is not the enemy. It is the opportunity of a lifetime. Volatility is not the enemy. It is the opportunity. Okay? Make sure you come on over to X. Follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day. So what do you got to do? Well, you got to join the free Telegram group. What else do you got to do? Well, you got to do your own research if you don't join the group. You got to trade with your head nut over it. And as always, as a short-term trader, you got to enjoy the party, but dance near the door. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.